staying with us. Let's bring you some national updates now in news from the very sensitive zone of Andhra Pradesh. Justice Sri Krishna today submitted his report on the separate Telangana state demand to the Home Minister P. Chidambaram, who said the government will consult all political parties before taking an appropriate decision on the issue. The two-volume report prepared by the committee after extensive discussions with political parties and other organizations in the state over the past 11 months was submitted a day before the committee's term was to expire. With the much-awaited submission, it will be made public on the 6th of January, before which the Home Minister will be meeting 8 recognized political parties in the state.
I propose to convene a meeting of the 8 recognized political parties on Thursday, January 6, 2011 at North Block, New Delhi. Letters inviting the political parties are being sent today. Immediately after the meeting on January 6, 2011, the report will be made public. At the end of the meeting on January 5, 2010, the Government of India and the 8 recognized political parties made a joint appeal to the people of Andhra Pradesh to maintain peace, harmony and law and order.
Now on to some sports news. 2010 has been a great year for Chennai's Bujji Somdev Devvarman. Being the #1 singles Indian player, he won gold at the Asian and the Commonwealth Games. But not just that, he also played a huge role in helping India enter the World Group of the Davis Cup by winning his singles match against world-ranked 27 Thomas Bellucci. Batting him on his back today was the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association, the SL Group and the Park Hotel, which felicitated the boy from Chennai, Somdev Devvarman.
Actually, this year is a very tough field. There's Cilic, there's Burdich, there's Tipsarevic, there's so many top players, and so pretty much everybody is going to be a tough draw. And just looking forward to actually the first match, and hopefully I do well there. I mean, just playing on centre court actually and hearing everybody cheering for me, that's, it's the best feeling for sure. You feel very humbled by it because you know where you were a few years ago, and to be out there on centre court and be the guy that people are cheering for is a very special feeling. I feel like just winning gold medals for India is something that's a huge honor. I take it, as one of the best achievements of my life. So I'm just very happy it all ended the way it did. I think I've put in a lot of hard work, so I'm going to try and get better, try and improve, and hopefully crack the top 75, top 50 by the end of the year.
Now in our look at what's been making headlines for the right and the wrong reasons this year, here are the films that made the biggest impact on the Bollywood box office 2010.
If this is a list about who laughed their way to the bank, then it's appropriate that at number 5 is the second offering from Hey Baby director Sajid Khan. His houseful proved to be true to its name, and the masala pot boiler raked in close to 72 crores at the box office. Shifting from the family sagas he's best known for to the journey of a man with a mission, Karan Johar's controversial My Name is Khan saw Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol take on paths aiming at breaking religious stereotypes. 9 years after their last romantic outing with Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum in 2001. Fans pleased to see their favorite pair back together helped My Name is Khan to make about 73 crores in domestic ticket sales. Overseas, of course, it became the highest grossing Indian film.
राजनीति में मुर्दे कभी गाड़े नहीं जाते, उन्हें जिंदा रखा जाता है ताकि टाइम आने पर वो बोले.
Political thrillers came back in vogue this year, with Prakash Jha's hard-hitting multi-starrer Rajneeti collecting an unexpected 93 crores at the cinemas, consolidating its 3rd position on the blockbuster list. After Golmaal 1 and 2, director Rohit Shetty laughed all the way to the bank with a whopping 107 crores as his Goa-set comic caper Golmaal 3 grabbed 2nd spot, kicking the Ash Akshay retro action replay out of reckoning. And no surprises then that the #1 spot belongs to Robin Hood Pandey and his merry men. As the bung opened to packed theatres, the nation sang along to Muni Badnaam. The film earned a whopping 14.5 crores on just its first day, even breaking the Three Idiots' 13 crore opening last Christmas. What else could you expect from a hero so tough that he doesn't even need to rip his shirt off? The shirt does it for him.
Well, what do you know, Muni did make it. And with that, it's time to say the end on this bulletin. Goodbye.